Ceramic. Number 4 is Danielle Jorgensen. Number 10 is Caitlin Smith. Number 12 is Samantha Widman. And number 24, Laura Bagwell Katalinich. Bagwell Katalinich and Emsbo will jump. And the tip is controlled by the Bulldogs and Roxy Berriman. Around to the left side, Megan Gorman. And there's Berriman. They're not going to let her do much. I'm sure that was a topic of discussion this week. Berriman down the lane. Bucket is good. She needs 6 points now for 1,000 in her career. The Roxy watch is in full effect here tonight at Cornell.
Yeah, not surprised if she achieves that 1,000 early on in the first half, but Cornell really going to want to stop Emsbo, especially with her high-power rebounding ability.
And Jorgensen's 3 was no good. Foul called on the floor. Going to be on Emsbo. Roxy Berriman comes in leading the Bulldogs and scoring at 19 points a game. Emsbo, Jackson, as you just mentioned, leading the team in rebounds per game with a touch over 8. Smith, strong drive to the basket, kicks it right corner to Ceramic. Ceramic dishes to Bagwell Katalinich. Shot no good, rebound to the Bulldogs. Berriman back out. Kick it around left side. Top, Cade. Inside Emsbo, back outside Berriman. Andrew three-pointer, and that's good.
Great ball move by the Yale Bulldogs, working it right around the perimeter, and that was a great shot at the top of the key to give the Yale Bulldogs a 5-0 lead early on.
Ceramic with the basketball. Bagwell Katalinich in the lane, spinning, trying to get a shot, gets it to go off the window.
She used those great post moves she's been using all season, and Cornell just down 3 here. Bagwell Katalinich really has competition with Emsbo down low, trying to get on the leaderboard of points with their post moves tonight.
Andrew, now to Gorman. Berriman, pass inside is tipped and back into the hands of the Bulldogs. Andrew looking to get it inside, and it's knocked out of bounds by Bagwell Katalinich. Intended underneath there for Emsbo. Emsbo, freshman from Lakewood, Colorado. Here's a look at the Bulldogs here. And that defensive play from Bagwell Katalinich, one of the better players in the Ivy League. Rebound controlled by the Big Red.
We've seen great guard defense, especially from Caitlin Smith. Hasn't been starting the whole year, but coming on as of late.
Ceramic fouled and will go to the free throw line.
You see there's Ceramic, great drive penetration down low, tries to kick it out there, or tries to go up with it and is fouled. So great move from Ceramic for the free throw line.
Berriman committing her first foul. Free throw for Ceramic is good. There's a look at head coach Dana Smith in her 17th season as the leader of this women's basketball program here at Cornell. Berriman will bring the basketball up. Roxy Berriman, junior from Calabasas, California. Emsbo, left wing. Top to Andrew. Now inside. Berriman around to the right side. Jumper from there. Three-pointer, no good. Rebound to Bagwell Katalinich. Last time these two teams met, it was a 2-point game. Cornell overcoming a 10-point deficit in the third quarter. Hoping they don't get down by 10 and need to do that here tonight. Close one so far. 7:28 to play, opening quarter. 5-4 Bulldogs. Cornell will inbound from underneath their own basket. Danielle Jorgensen will send it in. Remove the item from the floor on the far end, and here we go. Jorgensen, ball comes into Ceramic. Inside to Widman. Widman is fouled on the shot attempt and will go to the line.
It's a great job by Cornell trying to work it inside. You see lately they've been trying to shoot a little more three-pointers as of late, but great job by Ceramic trying to find Widman inside. She's fouled, going to the line for 2.
Samantha Widman averaging a touch over 11 points a game here this season. second on the team in scoring. Bagwell Katalinich averages about 16 a game. Widman breaks a tie with made free throw there. And Berriman will bring it up for Yale.
Just like that, Cornell's aggressive penetration offense leads them to an early lead.
Around to the left side, top to Berriman. Pass is tipped back into the hands of Berriman. Now Andrew. Andrew looking inside. Bagwell Katalinich with good defense, but I think that's going to be a foul on her.
She was just slightly in the wrong position to go for that ball, but a couple inches more to her left, and she would have been in good position to knock that one away. As they have done so a lot early on in this first quarter.
Cornell's a pretty darn good defensive team. Top Emsbo, three-pointer, good.
That's going to be trouble if you start to see 6'5", center for Yale and Emsbo shooting three-pointers all night. It's going to be tough to stop that, especially with her domination on the boards.
Emsbo is 8 now of 34 from downtown. Ceramic three-pointer no good. Rebound to Berriman. Berriman trying to get out in transition. Going to kick it back out. Andrew for three, no good. And Ceramic with a rebound.
Wasn't a great shot for Yale. It was a little bit rushed and far out from the perimeter with about 18 seconds left in the shot clock. So Cornell trying to prevail on Yale's mistakes early on.
Widman from the top down the lane, off the glass, and will go to the line. Shot was no good. That's going to be a foul called on Samantha Widman. Mistake by yours truly, and let's get another look at that, and yep, right into Berriman.
Berriman had her feet set. It was great defensive positioning, awaiting the charge.
There's a strip, steal for the Big Red. Head to Jorgensen. Jorgensen gets that one to go, and we're tied at 8.
Great transition offense from Caitlin Smith to Jorgensen, down low, 2-on-1. Great opportunities off of great defensive deflections.
Berriman around to the right side to Andrew. Now inside, Mond gets it to go. 10-8 Yale. 5:24 to play opening quarter. Jackson Lawrence, Dave Cudgis with you here from Newman Arena at Cornell. Three from the top, no good. Rebound to Cornell. Ceramic can't get it to go. Rebound to Bagwell Katalinich. Back to Ceramic, and the bucket is good. Nice interior ball movement there.
Yeah, it was great interior ball movement. That three-pointer in the beginning of the possession was a little bit rushed, but it was a good thing Cornell was in great position on the box out there to get that rebound, and great ball movement down low to get the open layup.
Inside to Emsbo. Emsbo, no good. Rebound to Widman. Smith finding Widman. Around to the left side to Jorgensen. Back to Smith, around to the right side. Bagwell Katalinich being guarded by Mond. Trying to find a lane, and it's knocked out of bounds by Yale. Media timeout here with 4:28 to go in the opening quarter. We got a good one, tied at 10. The Bulldogs and the Big Red will be back. You're watching the Ivy Leagues basketball here on ESPN, presented by Nissan. The Bulldogs from Yale and the Big Red from Cornell. Halfway through this first quarter, Emsbo has 3 points. Andrew has 3 points for Yale. Berriman with 2 and Mond with 2. Ceramic with 4 for Cornell. Jorgensen, Widman, and Bagwell Katalinich each with 2 apiece for the Big Red. Jorgensen for 3, no good off the iron. Rebounded by Bagwell Katalinich, but she was out of bounds. So the Bulldogs will have it going the other way.
A little exciting first portion of the first quarter, 10-10, scores knotted up, but one thing I'm surprised is Cornell actually leading in rebounds 8-2, keeping Emsbo off the glass. Her only points have been a three-pointer, so great job by Cornell, really making sure she's not getting what she wants down low. Inside
to Mond. Mond double team, forced to get it out. Andrew back inside. Gorman looking for room. No good, and the rebound to the Big Red. Jorgensen Bagwell Katalinich now around to the right side. Smith. Ceramic to Smith. Look at that. Oh, man, that's one they wish they had back.
It's great ball movement. You can tell right off the bat with this ball movement that they're a better team than they were a couple weeks ago. It's really shown early on.
There's another defensive rebound for Cornell. Ceramic inside Bagwell Katalinich, and she's got 4, and the Big Red have the lead.
Cornell gets their opportunity right back after Caitlin Smith's wide open layup slipped through her hands, but Bagwell Katalinich connects for a Cornell 2-point lead as the first quarter winds down here.
Mond able to regain control of that one. A Berriman jumper. Long jumper gets that one. And it's 12-12.
That was a tough shot for Berriman to make right in the eyes of the Cornell defenders, and now she only needs 4 more points to get to her 1,000 on her career.
Bagwell Katalinich no good. Rebound to Berriman. Roxy Berriman is a junior, as I mentioned, from Calabasas, California. Mond with a jumper. And a whistle blows and a foul called. This one going to go against the Big Red, Caitlin Smith. Caitlin Smith, a junior. Starting the last few games for Coach Dana Smith. Mond's first is no good.
And we see Emsbo come back in for Yale. Had a little bit of a rest in that middle part of the first quarter, but Cornell in a tie game here to see if they can continue to keep her off the glass in the remaining of the first quarter.
10 rebounds for the Red, 5 for Yale. Mond hits 1 of 2. And the Big Red will walk it up the floor. Danielle Jorgensen across the timeline, being guarded by Berriman. Samantha Clement into the game, the only senior on the Cornell team. They will honor her tomorrow. Inside to Banifal, and Banifal throws it away, but a travel is called, and Cornell will have possession.
Yeah, just as Yale looked like they were going to get an easy layup going the other way, they definitely had numbers. It was fortunate for Cornell to get a walking call on Yale.
Banifal Clement into the game for Cornell. Jorgensen, Banifal, now Clement. Smith down the lane trying to kick it right corner, and it's knocked out of bounds by Berriman. Nice defensive play there for Roxy Berriman. Substitutions for Coach Guth. Robin Gallagher into the game. As well as Bronwyn Davies. Smith, 5 to shoot. Gonna put it up from the left side, off the glass, and it goes.
Great shot by Caitlin Smith. Cornell, usually a team that is going for those high percentage shots, but we've seen a lot of three-pointer attempts early on in this game. A little bit uncharacteristic for the Cornell, but it seems to be working for them, up 15-13.
So far, so good. This one going to be back and forth the whole night. Strong drive to the basket there for Andrew. Andrew now has 5. Tori Andrew, sophomore from Wayzata, Minnesota. Smith touching the ball an awful lot here early. Banifo, strong drive, and that's blocked out of bounds by the Bulldogs.
Well, Smith has really been wasting no time. Even when they get the ball going up the court, she's racing up the court looking for numbers. So great aggressive play, especially in offense for Smith.
That was last touched by Banifo. So out of bounds to the Bulldogs, who will bring it up inside of 45 seconds to play in the first quarter. Emsbo, left corner. Emsbo kicks it back to the left corner. Jumper from there is good. That's a three-pointer for Robin Gallagher. The freshman from Cary, North Carolina, hits from distance. 3-point Yale lead. Jorgensen will hold for one more. Last shot here in this first quarter. Jorgensen, 5 seconds. Smith, three-pointer from the top, no good. Rebound to Yale. Time runs out on the opening quarter. 3-point Yale lead at 18-15. We'll be back. Quarter number 2 coming up here from Newman Arena. The Big Red and the Yale Bulldogs through one quarter of play. Ivy Madness coming up, and it is just that. Top 4 teams from both men's and women's basketball will duke it out at the middle of March at Yale. And the winners get an automatic bid to the NCAA tournament. Widman off the glass. Bucket is good, and it's a 1-point game.
Great position by Woodman. Down low, making sure she's getting her feet set and ready for the pass each time. 1-point deficit for Cornell. Cornell still leading in the game on the boards, 10-6 over Yale. It's a bit of a surprise, but they're playing great defense on Emsbo.
Yeah, they're double teaming Emsbo underneath. Cornell not letting an pass go down low. And Bagwell Katalinich. Chance to make this a 3-point play. She will go to the line after that hard-fought 2.
Yeah, it was a great finish by Bagwell Katalinich, but that was an even better pass by Danielle Jorgensen. As you've seen there, she wraps around 2 Cornell defenders to find Bagwell Katalinich as she goes up for the strong 2 and will shoot one at the free throw line.
Laura converts, 2-point game. Berriman across half court. Roxy Berriman, 4 points, 2 of 2 from the field. Pair of rebounds also. Gorman spin move. Jumper is no good. Rebound to Emsbo. Emsbo underneath, kicks it left corner. Jumper from the left wing is going to be good for Yale. Robin Gallagher again. Gallagher now has 5.
To 5 straight points for Cornell. Yale goes back and connects, but you see there, Cornell wasting no time on each possession, trying to get it up the court quickly.
Turnover for the Big Red. Berriman will bring it up. Mond around to the left side to Gorman. Back to Berriman. Berriman. Mond left wing, picks up her dribble, finds Berriman. Berriman, jumper from the left wing. She was fouled and will go to the line. Shot was no good. That was a hold on Cornell. Roxy Berriman, 63% free throw shooter on the season. Nothing but net on that first attempt. Widman was whistled for the personal for the Big Red. That was her second. Berriman hits them both.
Great free throw shooter in Berriman to give Yale the 22-20 lead. Berriman just 2 points away from 1,000 now.
Ellie Miklos into the game. Miklos with the basketball. Left baseline drive and a foul. Going to be called there, I'm guessing, on Yale. I mean, it did look like Kylie Miklos maybe did try to extend an arm and go around the defender, but that's rarely called.
It was a great baseline drive, a little bit risky, especially in the great defender Yale has in Emsbo, but she was lucky on the position there Emsbo had, and Yale gets called for the foul.
That was Emsbo's second. Caitlin Smith with the basketball. Miklos jumper from the free throw line off the back iron, rebound to the Bulldogs. Berriman will bring it across. Being guarded by Ceramic. Got 2-3 zone for Cornell. It's been a great defensive option this season with the left hand. No good for the Bulldogs. Alex Cade unable to get that to go. Smith jumper, nothing but net.
Great way for Caitlin Smith to sprint down the court, and Jorgensen fed her for the jump stop, and great set up position for the 2-pointer for Smith.
Gorman to Berriman. At the top. Gallagher losing a handle on it. Turnover to the Big Red. Jorgensen will bring it across for Cornell. Jorgensen being guarded by Robin Gallagher. Man-to-man defense for Coach Guth and the Yale Bulldogs. Jorgensen, right foul line, extended to the outside. Inside to Miklos. Outside to Ceramic. No good. Rebound to Yale. Berriman across the timeline for the Bulldogs. Yale in blue, Cornell in white. 6:40 to play, first half. Tie game. Berriman left wing. Berriman off the back iron, no good. Ball's on the floor, and that's going to be tied up. Jump ball is called. Possession will remain at that end with the Bulldogs.
Yeah, great scrappiness by both teams going after the ball. Caitlin Smith, you just saw there on the other possession, getting down to the floor and making sure her team has enough time to get to the ball and look for something going down the court in transition.
Tori Andrew back into the game. Turnover there. Good defense from Cornell.
A little bit of miscommunication there. The pass was just a little bit out of reach of Berriman to try to set something up. With about 6.5 left to go in this first half, with Jorgensen now trying to see if Cornell can fix that ball, move it down low.
Jorgensen at the top. Now to Smith. Inside Bagwell Katalinich. Right baseline jumper is good. 2-point lead for the Big Red. A lot of lead changes in this one. Cornell has led 5 times. Yale has led 4 times. Game's been tied 4 times. Berriman jumper, good. And once again, we're tied.
And there it is. If I'm correct, that's the 1,000th point for Roxy Berriman in her career. So I think the Yale bench just realized it.
Yeah, congratulations to Roxy Berriman. 1,000 career points. Ceramic, strong drive, no good. Gets her own rebound. Putback is going to be no good. Rebound to the Bulldogs. Couple of attempts there for Cornell. Nothing to show for it. Berriman, jumper from the free throw line again. No good. Offensive rebound to Yale, and a foul called as Gorman will go to the line.
It was kind of the best option Cornell had. They weren't in position to get a block off of that, so it's kind of a good foul, but saw at the other end there, Cornell rushing a little bit as Yale, giving them a little more threes. Maybe they know about their three-point percentage not being the greatest, so giving them a lot of open shots early on in the first half.
Roxy Berriman, congratulations. 1,000 points for your career and counting. Berriman is a junior. Some of her junior season and all of her senior season ahead of her. No good. Offensive rebound to Yale.
Cornell really was dominating the glass for the most part, but in the first half, but Yale really starting to come along off the boards, especially on the offensive rebounds.
Yale now with 14 rebounds to Cornell's 12. Cornell had an 8-2 rebounding advantage at one point. Stephanie Ume into the game. Dylan Higgins as well. Jorgensen around. Now Higgins. Higgins trying to get it out of there to a teammate, and unable to do it.
Yeah, Berriman had a steal in the corner and she was trapped, so she threw right off the Cornell defender, and Yale gonna get the ball back.
We'll be back. Yale here tonight, and a pretty good game so far through a quarter and a half.
Yeah, Cornell really gonna want to get through this one. I know it's gonna be a tough game, but tomorrow's going to be a test as well. If they can get through that, then they'll be in decent shape to have an opportunity at a playoff push late on in the season.
Berriman's pass into the hands of Cornell, and there's an inadvertent trip from Roxy Berriman. That's going to be her third. So she's going to have to come out, and she does. Emsbo back in for Yale.
The good thing for Yale is they got a lot of depth coming off the bench, so if someone gets in foul trouble, they're going to have a a quick person off the bench to fill up their spot.
Dylan Higgins, Stephanie Ume, Samantha Clement, Ellie Miklos, and Danielle Jorgensen on the floor for Cornell. Side Ume. Ume doesn't get the roll and will go to the line. Foul called on Yale.
Even without making that shot, it was a great play by Ume, slicing through the Yale defense down low and trying to get to the rim. And it's going to be rewarded for 2 foul shots.
Cornell, not a great free throw shooting team.
Cornell showing press now, and Emsbo trying to relieve that press down low, but can't quite find an opening.
Cornell about 68% from the free throw line this season. Pass inside. That's been a dangerous pass today. That one was procured by Yale. And Alex Cade underneath, but it hasn't worked out well for the Bulldogs here today so far. 7 turnovers for Yale, 5 for Cornell. Game tied at 26. Jorgensen jumper from the top, no good. Rebound almost to Yale. Now it's on the floor and it's going to be tied up. Jump ball called. Possession will remain down here at this end. Cornell will inbound. Jorgensen will send it in from underneath the basket. Ball comes into Clement. Clement jumper, no good. Rebound to Ume. Ume off the glass, no good. Hallie Miklos has her shot blocked, but she was fouled in the process and will go to the line.
It was a great play by Cornell that didn't really seem like it was designed. A couple of misses, as you see there, Ume going up strong, and Hallie Miklos with the putback, but she gets fouled and goes to the line for 2 shots. Cornell trying to retain this lead later in the first half.
Robin Gallagher couldn't believe that she was whistled for the foul. That look on her face was priceless, to say the least. Miklos gets one of them. Bagwell Katalinich going to check back into the game.
Great couple minutes Hallie Miklos just put up for Cornell. Great defense and scrappiness. Cornell showing press. It was really working when Miklos was in the game.
Dylan Higgins with a decent defensive play there, but a really good defensive play. Last touch by Cornell. Yale will inbound. Comes in Andrew, triple teamed, and a turnover ensues, and then Cornell gives it right back.
Yeah, it's really tough to get it over when you're triple teamed. Great press by Cornell. As you see there, Ume trying to strip the ball away. Clement almost had a wide open pass to Ume for the layup. But
yeah, Clement, she didn't have a handle on that. I mean, that was just, there was no way she was going to be able to get that out of there. But
a little bit of a bailout call for Clement.
Cornell in the bonus. Samantha Clement looking for her first points of the night. 2:55 to go here in this first half. Yale ahead to Andrew. Andrew with 23 points against Harvard last weekend. Left corner for Emsbo. Inside off the glass, and the bucket is good. Alex Cade, sophomore from Shaker Heights, Ohio. Free throw attempt coming up here.
See there inside, great position. Offense, didn't seem like Jorgensen hit her too hard, but just enough for the foul to get called inside. And Alex Cade going to go to the line for one more, trying to give Yale a 2-point lead.
There's another jump ball called. Possession will remain with Yale.
Seems like Cornell almost had that rebound, and the jump ball just as good as an offensive rebound for Yale.
Inside to Emsbo. Emsbo back out. 3 seconds called. And turnover to the Big Red. 9 turnovers now for Yale. Ceramic inside. Bagwell Katalinich, jumper from the left baseline, no good. Rebound to Yale. Back out after the strip from Bagwell Katalinich. Gorman back out. Emsbo, 3 from the top, no good. Bagwell Katalinich with a rebound.
There's a little bit of a dangerous 3. Emsbo hit one from there earlier. Cornell grateful that didn't go through, hanging on to the 1-point deficit.
Ceramic. Bagwell Katalinich. Ceramic jumper, no good. Rebound to Yale. Left corner with the ball for the Bulldogs. This is Emsbo, and it's stripped and knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Yale. Cornell bench likes that one.
It's a big momentum pusher. 1:19 left to go in the half. And Cornell maybe see if they can get a high percentage shot and use most of the shot clock here. It's going to be a big possession, down by 1 late in the first half.
Swarming defense from the Big Red here in this second quarter. Bagwell Katalinich. Ceramic 3-pointer, got it.
Cornell really not a great 3-point shooting team, but that was a great shot, wide open on the wing. Cornell now with a 2-point lead with that great 3 from Jorgensen.
There's a jumper in the lane, gonna roll in for the Bulldogs. Megan Gorman. And once again, we are tied. Then the story of the evening. Ceramic, another 3. This one no good.
A little bit of a heat check for Cornell, but maybe wanted to get a shot later in the shot clock. 30 seconds left to go, and it looks like Yale is going to try to hang on to the last shot and try to get the lead going into halftime.
Robin Gallagher being guarded by Ceramic. 18 seconds, 1 second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Gallagher gets a screen. Miklos on the ball, drive to the basket, off the glass, bucket is good. With 5.4 seconds to play, Yale looking to complete the 3-point play.
That's exactly what they wanted, as you see there, heading into halftime. And that one was Robin Gallagher going right to the hoop. Up strong, trying to get a 3-point lead, but problem is Cornell is going to have an opportunity now with 5 seconds left to try to storm down the court and maybe tie the game once again.
Robin Gallagher's had a pretty good first half. 7 points, 3 of 3 from the field, 1 of 1 from beyond the arc. She's a freshman. Cade comes out of the game. And into the game for Yale. I think that's Aaron Hill. Three-point play is completed. Aaron Hill, another freshman. Strong drive, no good. We are through 1 half of play.
That was a great look by Jorgensen, going all the way down, couldn't quite finish, and Yale has a 3-point lead going into halftime now.
The Yale Bulldogs 33, the Cornell Big Ring evening so far for Robin Gallagher. Cornell will start with Ceramic, Jorgensen, Smith, Widman, and Bagwell Katalinich. You know, I was looking at the stats, Jackson, and Kate Ceramic with 5 rebounds quietly.
Yeah, she's really been a force down low, asserting her dominance and down low, trying to get those rebounds, but a lot of those really been in transition off of her misses, but I'm really impressed with Cornell being able to shut down Emsbo. Only 3 points in this game, and that was a 3-pointer, not even from down low.
Ceramic with a nice pass after the drive there. But Bagwell Katalinich to the free throw line. 9:34 to play, third quarter. Bagwell Katalinich now has 10. 2-point game. Yale 15-10, 5-5 in the Ivy League. Cornell 9-12, 3-7 in the Ivy League. Bagwell Katalinich hits both free throws. Now leads all scorers with 11 points.
Yeah, like I said, Cornell being able to shut down Emsbo, averages 8 rebounds a game, but only has 1 here tonight. They've been really able to anticipate those passes down low and knock them away.
Kate Ceramic with a steal there, and then Widman and ball movement for Cornell, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by the Big Red. Missed opportunity there for Cornell. Ceramic with a great defensive play on the other end.
Hey, Cornell's really, they've had a few of those in this game, especially with Caitlin Smith. Can't quite connect on a few layups there. You know, making all their layups, Cornell is easily up 4 or 5 points in this game. Instead, they're down 1.
Yale moving it around. Open jumper from the top, no good. Rebound to Widman. Widman's been quiet. 4 points, 2 rebounds. Bagwell Katalinich going to drive to the basket, and no good on the shot, but she'll go to the line again.
Great patience by Bagwell Katalinich. Looked like she knew that she was going to get fouled there, as you see, penetrated down low, and just looked for that open opportunity to get that basket as she was fouled. She's going to head to the line for 2 and try to give Cornell the lead here for the first time in the second half.
Alex Cade just committing her 3rd foul. First free throw is good. I sense a big half for Bagwell Katalinich. They're going to need her to lead the way if they're going to come out of here with a victory tonight. This game already a much higher scoring affair than the last time these two teams tipped it off. Game that was won by Cornell 43-41, coming back from a 10-point deficit in the third quarter at Yale earlier this season. There's a three-pointer. That looked good from here. No good off the back iron. Bagwell Katalinich with a rebound. Outlet pass to Jorgensen. And Jorgensen picks up her dribble. It's Ceramic, but Ceramic going to get it inside Bagwell Katalinich. Bagwell Katalinich looking for some room. No good off the glass. Off the head of Emsbo to Ceramic, who saves it to Jorgensen. Jorgensen will bring it back between the circles, and Cornell will start again. Just over 8 minutes to play, third quarter. Bagwell Katalinich with the basketball. Outside to Widman. Widman to Smith. Smith inside Bagwell Katalinich. Jumper left baseline. No good off the back iron, and on the floor, jump ball is called. Possession will go to Yale.
Well, Cornell can't quite connect there, but that was a really good offensive possession, even without the offensive rebound. And coming down the floor like that with Jorgensen, that's really where Cornell is most comfortable. They have a 1-point lead here in the second half, but all around great possession by Cornell. Bagwell Katalinich starting to get involved here in the second half, as she was a little bit quiet with all her other teammates doing some damage early on.
She's got all 4 of her team's points here in the second half already. Widman finds Jorgensen. Now to Smith, left corner Ceramic. Strong drive to the basket. Interior pass to Bagwell Katalinich for 2.
That was a great pass by Ceramic. You said earlier on that their down low passing, the ball movement has really been improved.
Drive and dish, that's been effective tonight.
Yeah, you can really see it there. Bagwell Katalinich with another one there, and she has 6 points in the first half, really come along like you said she needed to.
Berriman almost got away, or did get away, with a carry. Jumper from the top, no good. That's going to be an air ball out of bounds, and Cornell will have it going the other way. Cornell with a 3-point lead. Yale yet to score in this third quarter.
Cornell only with a 3-point lead, but you can tell that, you know, a lot of the momentum is swinging their way. 6 straight points here in the second half as Bagwell Katalinich really starting to come on, and Yale quieting down a little bit on offense.
Jorgensen three-pointer, good. How do you like that? 39-33, 9-point run for Cornell to start this third quarter. And timeout taken by Coach Guth, probably one of her best of the night. And we'll be back. Cornell on a 9-0 run to start the quarter.
Yeah, I think, you know, Yale in that timeout, they really needed that there. And Coach Booth really probably describing to her team that Bagwell Katalinich was a little slow in the first half, but now she's really going to catch on. There's really nothing you could do about that, but we have to do our own things on offense and connect on those high percentage shots because they haven't been hitting a lot here in the second half.
Berriman around to the left side to Gorman. Gorman, left wing. And there was Berriman and a block call, a foul called. Cornell wanted to get away with a block there, but a foul called on the red. Look at this. Let's see. Did she have the ball? That was nice pass there. Yep, hand. Yep.
It's a pretty easy call to make.
Woodman, judging by her reaction after that was knocked out of bounds, she seemed to think she had more ball than hand. Yale's first points of the third quarter.
So even Berriman missing on that free throw opportunity to start off at the charity stripe. So, yeah, really going cold here. Only 1 point in the second half opposed to Cornell's 9.
Bagwell Katalinich will inbound the ball. Ball comes into Jorgensen in the backcourt. Laura gets it back to Jorgensen, who'll bring it across. Ahead to Smith, and that lane to the basket closed awful quick on Smith. Smith lucky to get it out of there to Ceramic. Now Bagwell Katalinich kicks it left corner. Jorgensen, jumper no good off the back iron after the ball fake. And Cornell saves it, and we'll have a new 30. Bagwell Katalinich now to Ceramic. Around to the left side. Cornell looking to get an open shot. They've had some success here in this third quarter. Bagwell Katalinich hits. A smile on her face. She is feeling it now. Cornell might just want to get her the ball on every possession.
Yeah, 8 points now in the first half of Cornell's 11. The other 3 coming from Jorgensen. And, you know, Cornell really looking alive now, both defensively and offensively.
Nice pass inside for Yale there. And able to finish was Robin Gallagher. Allie Miklos, Jorgensen, that's a 3, looks good off the front iron. And Jorgensen with the offensive rebound. Cornell will reset, ball to Smith. Cornell winning the rebounding battle here tonight so far. They're up by 1, 23-22. Allie Miklos, Jorgensen. Bagwell Katalinich to Miklos, cutting down the lane.
Great move down low by Miklos. Is in a great cut and great find from Cornell, and the crowd really starting to get alive here. Great ball move by Cornell. That's really been the base of this team's success in the second half.
Taken away by the red. Out in transition is Ceramic. Ceramic off the glass, no good. A rebound to Smith, and Smith has that knocked away by Mond. But Smith was the last one to touch it. Media timeout here in this third quarter. We'll be back. The Big Red 43, the Yale Bulldogs 36. The Bulldogs 36. Yale will inbound and bring it up the floor here with 4:30 to play in the third quarter. Cornell leading here in the third, 13-3. Berriman three-pointer, got it. Nothing slows down a run like a three-pointer.
Yale's really going to need more of that here later on as their deficit is cut down to 4. Berriman's going to have to be a leader. The junior and the 1,000-point scorer is going to have to will her way to Yale coming back into this one.
After the tie-up, possession will remain with Cornell. Bagwell Katalinich. Here's a look at that play as Laura drives to the basket and it gets tied up by Andrew. Ball comes in for the Big Red. Jorgensen. Bagwell Katalinich jumper, good. She is really heating up in this third quarter. She's got 19 points now. I think she had 9 in the first half.
Yeah, 10 in the second half here as Berriman knocks that one down. But Bagwell Katalinich really seemed to have a quiet 9 in the first half, but really coming along. 10 points just in about, 6 minutes, and that's really been the key for Cornell's 4-point lead in the second half.
2-3 zone for Yale. Bagwell Katalinich trying to kick it right side. Ceramic right place, right time. Jumper, floater, rather, no good. Possession to Yale. Ceramic trying to take that down the lane. Floater, and turnover ensues. Yale trailing by 4. 3:08 to play, third quarter, 45-41. Dylan Higgins into the game now for Cornell, replacing Smith. Yale, and there's a foul called on Higgins. Trying to take it to the basket was Bronwyn Davies. Berriman. Gorman spinning back outside. Davies, and a travel.
It's a right call for the referees for Yale there. She shuffled her feet there. She was trying to penetrate baseline, and Cornell really capitalizing on that as we see. Good timeout. I'm not sure what that is.
Four-point game. Higgins with it. Top, inside to Widman. Widman off the back board and good. Right side, and there we go. Life is in the building, that is for sure. Turnover, and Cornell playing with a lot of fire here in this third.
And it's certainly not the 43-41 victory that Cornell saw a couple weeks ago. This one's 47-41, still in the third quarter. Cornell really coming to life as Yale is starting to slow down right at the right time, it seems like, for the Cornell Big Red.
A lot of action left. Bagwell Katalinich, strong drive, and can't get that one to go. Gets her own rebound, and a foul is called underneath. Tori Andrew is the culprit here. Inside of 2 minutes to play in this third quarter. Bagwell Katalinich, no good on the first attempt. Hits on the second one. 48-41.
20 points now for Bagwell Katalinich. 11 of them coming in the third quarter.
Bagwell Katalinich leading the Big Red in scoring, 16 a game coming in. Andrew floater, no good. Bagwell Katalinich with another rebound. That's her 8th. I think Bagwell Katalinich is 4th in the Ivy League in scoring coming into today. This has been one of the better quarters of the season for Cornell. 6 of 8 from the field, which isn't great, 43%. But the defense has been good. Free throw is good, limiting Yale to 3 of 7 shooting.
And that 8 points from Yale in this third quarter has really been from the defense, like you said, of Cornell getting deflections, especially with that press they've been showing. Inside
1.5. Hewitt now in for Yale. Berriman at the top. Jorgensen. Berriman left side. Jumper is no good. A rebound to Higgins. Higgins finds Jorgensen. Jorgensen with the outlet pass to Widman. Now to Ceramic, who will hold on to it for a second. Bagwell Katalinich. She has been on fire here in the third. Higgins at the top. Higgins right wing. Higgins driving, and foul is called on Yale. Blocking foul on the Bulldogs.
Nice drive by Higgins there, and foul on Yale. Yale's really got to be careful of those fouls. Down by 7, and Cornell's now in the double bonus with Yale having 5 fouls. So any shot many foul in the remainder of this quarter is going to result in 2 shots for Cornell.
Mackenzie Hewitt, freshman guard from McKinney, Texas, committing her first. Bagwell Katalinich will get a breather here. I'm guessing. I'm going to go out on a limb and say this final 47.5 seconds will find her on the bench. Cornell has to make her absence unnoticeable. And the offensive rebound there is a good start. Ceramic. Allie Miklos around to Jorgensen. Inside to Widman. Widman double teamed. Widman can't get the roll. Rebound to the Yale Bulldogs. Roxy Berriman will bring it up. Cornell with a 10-point lead.
Yeah, as Yale tries to hold for that last shot in the third quarter. Cornell 21 points in this third quarter. That's really been the key, and that's why they have a 10-point lead, looking to come out with a win here.
Robin Gallagher can't hit, and a foul is called underneath. Going to be on Yale. So Cornell will head to the line here with 2.9 seconds to play.
And that's really where you really have to be careful not to give up a silly foul. 3 seconds left in the third quarter, and just a foul down at the other end is going to result in 2 shots for Cornell. And one thing Yale really doesn't want is a 12-point deficit heading into the fourth quarter, because that's hard to overcome.
Previously, a look at Coach Guth talking to Roxy Berriman. They're still talking. Now that conversation is over. Allie Miklos hits. 12-point lead for Cornell after the 2 made free throws. And the shot from half court is no good. What a quarter for the Big Red. Cornell with 23 third quarter points to Yale's 8. And the Big Red with a 53-41 lead headed to quarter number 4. And well, Jackson, we were talking at the break there how that third quarter could potentially have saved Cornell's season.
Yeah, if Cornell were to drop this one, it would be really tough for them to get back in that Final Four spot. But that 23-8 third quarter really allowed them to really hang on to their season, try to get this win today. It's not a sure thing, but if they get this win and a win tomorrow, they're in decent shape for a postseason run.
Yeah, not a sure thing yet, but the Big Red setting themselves up with a 12-point advantage heading to the fourth quarter. Widman back out. Widman gets it back now at the free throw line. Back out, around to the right side. Jorgensen back to Widman. Higgins, that's a three-pointer, no good. A rebound to Yale, and then Widman strips and takes it away.
Cornell's defense shining strong, but don't be surprised if Berriman wills her team to a comeback here in the fourth quarter. She's really been on tonight with 14 points for her and getting to her 1,000 today as a junior.
Bagwell Katalinich still on the bench. Turnover there for the Big Red. Bagwell Katalinich only has 2 fouls. Coach Smith electing to keep her on the bench, and as I say that, she heads over to the scorer's table. Emsbo gets the roll. 10-point lead now here for the Red.
And another key in this game is Cornell being able to stop Emsbo. That's Emsbo's first field goal in the paint, first field goal from outside the three-point line today.
Foul called on Widman. There's still a lot of fight left in these Bulldogs. Down by 10. Cornell was down by 10 the last time these two teams met. Came back for the victory. Widman to the bench, along with Miklos and Dylan Higgins. Banifo, Smith, Bagwell, Katalinich, Jorgensen, and Ceramic on the floor for Cornell. Nice block there for Cornell. Smith will bring it across. Ball to Ceramic. Now just back to Smith. Cornell with time on their side. They don't need to force a shot. Banifo at the free throw line. Jorgensen. They're going to double team her immediately. Look at that. And that forces a turnover. Bagwell Katalinich forced to pass the ball into traffic, and it was taken away by Yale. Gorman double teamed. Mond. Roxy Berriman. Berriman with 14 points. Now with 16.
Great move by Berriman. A great ball movement from Yale around the perimeter. And she really, dribble penetration, she really got a great opportunity for Yale to get a two-pointer there.
Timeout taken by Cornell, and Coach Dana Smith electing to talk this over with an 8-point lead. We'll be back. You're watching the Ivy League on ESPN. What were these two clubs talking about during that timeout?
Well, for head coach Dana Smith that took the timeout for Cornell, she's probably telling her team to watch Berriman and watch Evansville. They've started to come on a little bit, and a 4-point run for Cornell is, lead dwindled down to 8 for Cornell, and Yale is saying keep feeding it down to Evansville and giving it to Berriman. You got to rely on our players to put us in situations to win the games and late.
Ceramic jumper off the back iron, no good. Berriman with a rebound. Berriman pushing it up the floor. Berriman finds Emsbo. Emsbo is fouled. Interior pass there from Berriman, but Cornell committing the personal. That went on Ceramic, her first. This has been a game of runs. Yale opening this fourth quarter on a 4-0 run, looking to make it 6 in a 5-point game. Berriman, strong drive, no good. Rebound, Bagwell Katalinich, outlet pass to Ceramic, and Ceramic elects to slow it down. Caitlin Smith. Miklos jumper from the left side, good. Allie Miklos.
Smart shot by Cornell, deep into the shot clock. You didn't want Cornell to go down on that transition and miss a layup. That's the last thing you wanted, so great high percentage shot for Cornell.
Emsbo counters on the other end with a jumper of her own. Allie Miklos quietly with 7 points. And a travel called on Bagwell Katalinich. So Gorman will inbound. Cade back into the game for Coach Guth, replacing Mond. Allison Guth in her 4th season leading these Bulldogs. Pass to Berriman. Gorman, 18 to shoot. Berriman gets it back, being guarded by Ceramic. Berriman, strong drive off the glass. Bucket is good. Roxy Berriman with 18. And the lead is 6. Cornell able to break the press. 5:40 to play in regulation the way this one's going. Jumper, Bagwell Katalinich got it to go, and a foul is called on the play. Bucket was good.
It's a great shot by Bagwell Katalinich. You see there on the replay, I think they called Berriman on the foul.
I'm not sure if that was Berriman or Emsbo. That was Berriman, her 4th.
Yeah, both in the vicinity, and Berriman with 4 fouls. That's big if she fouls out in this game, and she was frustrated with that call. She didn't think she hit Bagwell Katalinich hard enough.
Coach Guth talking to the official, pleading her case, but it's after the fact. trying to influence possibly a future decision. It's been my experience, referees are very difficult to influence. A turnover there to Cornell. Nine-point lead for the Big Red. Bagwell Katalinich. Jorgensen in the backcourt. Dylan Higgins. Cornell, time on their side. 9-point lead, 5 minutes to play. Inside to Higgins. Higgins back out. Jorgensen, that's a three if it goes. No good. Jorgensen unable to hit. She's now 1 of 5 from three-point range. 2 of 9 shooting today.
Yale showing a sense of urgency now, trying to control the pace in the last 5 minutes of the game, down by 9.
Andrew three-pointer, no good. Rebound almost saved by Yale, and it was. Last touch by Cornell. Gorman will inbound. Ball comes in to Gallagher. Andrew. Jumper from the left baseline, no good. Rebound to Cornell, and then a couple of players colliding, turning it over. Andrew, strong drive, no good. Offensive rebound, put back, no good. Into the free throw line go the Bulldogs.
And that's a costly mistake for Cornell. 2 players going after the same rebound results in Ensbell being able to maybe cut this lead down a little bit, as you see there, and she almost got that layup to go. And it would have been a disaster for Cornell if she got the three-point play after 2 players go for the same rebound.
I think one of the biggest reasons Cornell is able to jump out to a 9-point lead is Emsbo only has 5 points and 2 rebounds in the game. They've done a good job on Camilla Emsbo here tonight.
Yeah, she normally averages 11 points and 8 rebounds a game, 5 and 2 as you mentioned, and 3 of them were off a three-pointer that happened in the first 2 minutes of the game.
Cornell able, I almost got ahead of myself, so able to break the press, but they did. Well, I stopped. I didn't want to jinx that one. Dylan Higgins, now left corner, Bagwell Katalinich. Jorgensen back outside. Caitlin Smith, 10 to shoot. Bagwell Katalinich. Jorgensen is blocked, and Emsbo going to outlet to Berriman. Now to Andrew. Andrew right wing, and stolen by Higgins. Jorgensen will bring it across half court.
Yale really had an opportunity to diminish this Cornell lead a little bit, but caused some mistakes on their end, lead for Cornell to have more offensive possessions.
Bagwell Katalinich underneath, no good. Gets her own rebound. Putback is going to be no good. Rebound to Gorman. Timeout taken by the Bulldogs, and we're going to keep it right here with 3:15 to play. Cornell with an 8-point lead. And second half for the Big Red. They lead 3:15 left in this one. 8 points is by no means a big lead for the Big Red. Yale's shown the ability to score in bunches. Both these teams have tonight. Berriman, right baseline. Berriman looking for Emsbo. It's going to be tied up underneath. Coming out of there with it is Cornell. Caitlin Smith across half court. Smith to Higgins to Bagwell Katalinich, who's blocked out of bounds by Emsbo.
Would have been smart for Cornell to try to waste a little bit of that clock. So you still 22 seconds left to go in the shot clock. Cornell really has to hang on to the ball. 2:50 left to go in the game. They have an 8-point lead.
Bagwell Katalinich off the front iron. Rebound to Robin Gallagher. The freshman has had herself a good night for Yale. Right corner, Berriman, that's a three, no good. Bagwell Katalinich with it from Miklos, now to Jorgensen. Timeout taken by Coach Smith. And we're going to keep it right here as well with 2:25 to play. I'd like to remind you folks that Ivy Madness is coming up in a couple of weeks at Yale.
One of the top spots in the Ivy League, and a lot of other games going on tonight and tomorrow. It's going to have a big impact on the Ivy League standings heading into the final weekend next week.
This is a big 2.5 minutes for the Big Red. They have to control the basketball, take high percentage shots, play defense on the other end. Widman's strong cut is blocked, and Yale has it going the other way. Roxy Berriman with 18 points. That to the top. Three-pointer no good for Yale, and that's going to go out of bounds. Gorman couldn't save it. Cornell will inbound, and Yale will press. Ceramic will head back into the game to replace Dylan Higgins. Ball comes into Jorgensen. Jorgensen ahead to Widman. Cornell able to get the ball across half court. We're inside of 2 minutes to play. Caitlin Smith. Ceramic around to Jorgensen. Ceramic. 11. They're going to take this way down, deep into the shot clock. Caitlin Smith with it. Jorgensen, right side to Ceramic. 4 seconds. Jumper's going to be no good. That's going to go out of bounds. And shot clock violation, the result of that. You run the risk of that happening if your goal is to take the last shot deep in the shot clock.
Yeah, and it's really not that big of a deal, especially if you're up by 8. It's the same thing as, missing a shot, despite it being a turnover. But Cornell going to have to show their big defensive possession here.
Gallagher three-pointer, got it. 58-53.
That's a huge three for Yale as they're showing the press now. Only down by 5 with 1:10 left.
When do you start fouling? Bagwell Katalinich across half court. To Higgins. Higgins to the basket. Can't get the roll. Bagwell Katalinich with the rebound. Fouled on the putback, but no call. Yale getting all ball on Bagwell Katalinich's putback there. And another timeout. That's about 10 percentage points better than their season average. Yale 6 of 13 from the line. Cornell will inbound. Jorgensen looks to get it in. Ball comes into Smith, and Smith is fouled.
So a fresh 30 for Cornell results in a foul for Yale. Just about a minute left to go in the game, and Yale still has a few fouls to give before Cornell starts shooting.
That's only the second for the Bulldogs. Expect a few more. Jorgensen. Emsbo chasing her, and Emsbo is the one who Yale has designated to commit the fouls, as Emsbo has 3 now. That was her third. Coach Guth going to get fresh legs in here to chase around the ball.
Yeah, Yale still needs 2 more fouls, and that's a good idea to get some people off the bench to get more fouls, because they're really going to have to foul fast like they did there. They can't let a few seconds go off the clock before Cornell starts shooting.
Well, they're doing this pretty quickly. Laura Bagwell Katalinich, an 85% free throw shooter. Samantha Clement, 89%. Stephanie Ume, 73%.
So 50 seconds left to go in the game. It looks like Caitlin Smith is going to head to the line for 2 shots. And these are going to be big for Cornell. If they can get this up to a 7-point lead, it's going to be hard to come back.
Caitlin Smith, 69% on the season. Her first free throw attempt of the game is good. 2-possession game, 6-point lead for the Big Red. Caitlin Smith hits them both. Yale going to push the ball up. 3-possession game. Berriman, right wing jumper is no good. Widman had her hands on it. Bagwell Katalinich with the rebound, and Bagwell Katalinich to the free throw line. That was probably not the player that Yale wanted to foul. Laura Bagwell Katalinich, 7 of 8 from the line tonight. And as I mentioned, an 85% free throw shooter on the season.
And 23 points in this game, and Bagwell Katalinich can pretty much seal this if she can hit both of these, who would put Cornell up by 9 points.
11 rebounds as well for Bagwell Katalinich in the ball game. Free throw is good. Second one rims out, timeout taken by Yale. Coach Guth going to talk it over with her club as we stay here. 36 seconds to play.
One if they want to stay in that final playoff spot in the Ivy League.
Roxy Berriman will inbound from in front of us. Ball comes into Gallagher. Berriman, left side to Gorman. Now Andrew, long three, got it, boy, fall away three. Big shot there for Yale. Ball comes into Jorgensen, and Jorgensen has it almost taken away, but a foul is called on the play. Coach Guth can't believe it.
And that was a really tough shot to make there in the corner as she was fading away, but you know, Yale really can't complain that much on the foul. They needed the foul anyway if Cornell was able to inbound successfully. I know they wanted a seal there, but Jorgensen, big foul shots here. 26 seconds left to go in the game, and Yale is going to need some more fadeaway threes like they just saw there.
Well, Tori Andrew leads the team in three-pointers attempted. She shoots at about 29%. And that's why she's the one taking those shots. Jorgensen gets 1 of 2. And Dylan Higgins with a huge steal. And Higgins going to find Smith, and a foul is called. How do you like that for a defensive play?
Yeah, great defense the whole night for Cornell, and it really ends the game with that great defensive stand like they've seen the whole time. As you see there, Dylan Higgins try to get that pass to Caitlin Smith to try to wind down some more clock. But a 6-point lead here for Cornell, pretty much ending the game if she can hit these 2 foul shots. And it all comes from a great defensive play like they've been playing the whole night with that great zone defense.
Dylan Higgins, not a great free throw shooter, but she hit it when it mattered right there. Here's a look at Coach Dana Smith. At the conclusion of this one, we will have a few moments with somebody from the Cornell side. And Higgins hits them both.
And if you were to look at the box score from the last game, certainly wouldn't expect this 64-56 score right now. The last time these two teams met was 43-41 in Cornell's favor.
Bagwell Katalinich with the rebound, and a foul is called with 11.4 to play. Bagwell Katalinich to the line. Laura with 24 points, 12 rebounds in the game to lead all scorers in both categories.
A double-double in this game, and it came from 15 second half points. She had pretty much a quiet 9 in the first half, but 10 points in the third quarter rather really put Cornell ahead, and that was the reason why they gained that huge lead.
Bagwell Katalinich hits there. Cornell 26 of 33 from the free throw line. 79% tonight. It's a lot of free throws, 33 free throws in a game. Bagwell Katalinich hits them both. Timeout taken by Yale. We're going to keep it right here.
Brown 65-53 at Brown. This time it's going to be at Cornell, and Cornell going to have the opportunity to try to get in that 4th spot this weekend.
Foul called there. Cornell with a 10-point lead. Berriman. Yale with a skip pass into the right corner and off the leg of Andrew out of bounds. 1.9 to play, so I think it's safe to say we're going to have a few minutes from somebody from the Cornell side. A Big Red with a big victory. Big victory here tonight, 66-56. And Cornell improves to 10-12 on the season, 4-7 in the Ivy